Now, I am a man who has many hobbies. I need to get into the game before I start this, but that's fine. I am a man who has many hobbies, and I like to do a lot of different things. One of those things is D&D, and I only started doing it about a year ago. I saw this guy online last time. Dude, get a life. I just spent the last hour outside. Get a life. You've been standing here the whole time? Really? Look at me when I'm talking to you. Look at me. Anyway, I started playing D&D about a year ago in March. So a little bit over a year ago. So I started playing D&D with my family, my four brothers. I forgot the amount of brothers I had. That's really sad. My 4 brothers and my dad and my brother-in-law. So we were playing, and my go-to class, I hadn't played any real D&D before, but I had played a lot of homebrew. I really liked doing homebrew games. So that's kind of what got me into the actual game, right? So my go-to class was a rogue, and my race was always a tiefling, because I really liked the idea of the fire magic that came along with being a tiefling. So anyway, I need to get a apple. Hang on. Okay, we're good. Anyway, so tieflings are basically half demons because they got rid of the whole half demon thing because they were like, oh, that's a weird. It's a whole thing. I don't want to get into that. But basically, I went a tiefling, and it's like a demon kind of species. And my dad went a human ranger, as he always does. We call him boring. He calls himself classic, but that's whatever. I'm trying to. Fine. Get over here, bud. Come on. Hey, you didn't hit me off. Okay, you hit me off. Well. Crap. You got my bed. This guy's pretty good, actually. Don't run. Don't run. Where'd he go? Did he run? Oh, there he is. Bye. All right. Well, he'll be back for sure, but that's fine. Oh, I got a ton of iron from that. Awesome. Get that. Get that. Get that. Get that. That. Okay, cool. Should probably get his bed before he decides to run me again. A golden apple, you stand no chance. You stand no chance. Got him. Yeah, his head flopped up and got exploded. Exploded is the word. Nice. Okay, so anyway, back to where I was at. I was a demon, and my dad, he did not like my character. I don't know what it was. I was probably the fact that I was a freaking demon, but I was only chaotic neutral, and I was not evil. Right? I'm really not selling it. I'm making this sound bad. It's fine. But basically, we started the campaign, and the DM was like, yeah, I don't want to have to do like a backstory of how you guys met, so we're gonna assume you guys already know each other. And I was like, okay, that's fine. We can do that. So it's assumed that we already know each other at the beginning of the campaign, and we're on this cart, and we get attacked by a bunch of bandits. And we get through that. We make it to a town. And we find the main quest. I don't remember what. This is bad. I'm still in this campaign. I forgot what the main quest was at the time, which is probably a sign that I wasn't paying too much attention. But we're gonna ignore that fact. Anyway, pondering. Cut this out. I was thinking I need to save resources. Jarvis, cut this out. Yeah. Fireball. See, sometimes you gotta lock in and pause your story, but the problem is if you don't unpause your story, right? A pause is only a pause if you continue afterward. Otherwise, it's just procrastination. Don't fail the bridge. I didn't. Okay. Genius. Awesome. What the heck? Those jumpable? They are. Interesting. This is a weird map. Oh, come on! I was about to say if I mess up one, I'll be dead, but then somebody shot me off. Alright, well, whatever. So anyway, we're on the mission, and we get there's these people being kidnapped or whatever, and we're like, ah, crap, people are getting kidnapped. So let's go to I don't know if you're a D&D nerd. This is Phandelver. Phandelver and below the Shattered Obelisk is what the campaign is. So if you know the story, then you know. But basically, there starts this weird tension between my character and two of the characters in the campaign. One is my dad, the ranger. The other one is my brother, the paladin sorcerer, right? Although he actually changed his character. You know what? I can actually go off of names here. Like, not real names, but character names, right? So my dad's character's name is Van. My brother's name is, well, at this time it was Lograth. He was a what do you call this? He was a Dragonborn. He was a Dragonborn paladin. I think. Ah, crap! I fell off. Yeah, he was a Dragonborn paladin, right? So he is quite a human, and he would like to hang over my head, like, "Hey, I'm a paladin. I can smite you. You're a fiend, so therefore my divine smite will deal twice damage to you. So step out of line and I can kill you instantly." And I was like, okay, I don't know why you're acting like that. I have no plans to betray us. We are going to be completely cool. We're a team, right? So anyway, there are numerous times throughout this campaign where I'm a rogue. I'm a scout. I scout. I'm a rogue, right? That was very redundant. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so I'm trying to scout ahead because that's kind of what I do as a rogue. I've got great perception, and for some reason, my party is always saying, "Why are you always leaving the group? What are you doing? You're trying to run off without us." And I'm like, "I'm not trying to run off without you. I'm the scout. This is my job to make sure that the path is clear, look for traps." I found multiple traps they never gave me any credit for. And then, hang on a second, I need to buy some sharpness. Okay, there we go. So anyway, they just give me a lot of crap for that. And then there's this one time where I'm scouting ahead, and every single time I go to scout, I'm looking for like treasure or something, because I'm a little bit greedy. Not in the sense I won't share things, but in the sense I want to be the one to find things, because I'm always looking, right? I'm always looking for loot because I like to get new stuff. I'm a player who likes to get a lot of magic items really early, which I know is unrealistic, but I always try, right? That's kind of who I am. I'm a rogue. I'm a thief. It makes sense, right? So anyway, I'm always scouting ahead, and then every time I scout ahead, there's a treasure chest back where my party is and not where I went out of my way to go. I get upset about that. So there's this one time where where Van, he opens this doorway and there's a chest. And I'm like, no, I want the chest. So I roll a dexterity roll to get ahead of Van and take the chest. And this, maybe this is a mistake, to be fair, but this started a theme of both Van and Lograth hating my guts, thinking that I was going to betray them at every single corner. And I was like, guys, I was going to share the loot. I just wanted to be the one to grab it because I'm a greedy little man. And they were like, no, we know you. Apparently they don't. But they were so convinced. Why did I throw my iron sword? That was stupid. They were so convinced that I was going to turn on them at any moment. At every moment, in fact. And it bothered me so bad. I was like, guys, I'm not going to do anything. So there were multiple times where Lograth would just kind of threaten to kill me or something and be like, hey, don't step out of line. I was like, guys, I'm not trying to. So there was this one time that kind of added on to the not trusting Zentar. Zentar is my character's name. I don't know if I said that. But not trusting Zentar trend, where I saw Lograth having a super cool magic something rather, and I was like, oh, you know what? Magic's cool. I want to pick up a couple levels and some magic caster thing. Not a great idea, turns out, because magic casters to have high levels of magic damage, you kind of need to have more than just a couple. So doing that as a subclass or a multi-class is a bad idea. But I took a few levels in Warlock, because I really liked the warlock patron, what do you call that, dynamic. I really liked that. It was a cool aesthetic. I really wanted to have that. So I picked up warlock. And then the DM was like, all right, I have a really cool idea of how you're going to get your warlock abilities. And he kills this guy real quick. Okay, good. Anyway, so he said, I have a great idea. And then he said, I have a great idea. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though, because that would be terrible, and I'm not going to do that. And I was like, oh, I would really like to know. And he's like, nope. So I was like, okay, fine. So anyway, there was this one moment where we were in this huge room. It was a boss room, and we had killed the boss, and I was like, all right, is there anything lootable around? I really want something to loot. And he points out, yeah, there is this giant statue, and at the top of the statue, there are 2 emeralds that cost like a few hundred gold each. And I was like, my opportunity, my chance, I love this. So I run up there, and I grab the 2 emeralds, not even thinking to roll perception or arcana, or that's not how you pronounce it, arcana. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm stacked. So back to the story I was telling. Where was I? So yeah, I grabbed the 2 emeralds, and then the DM's like, all right, so this was kind of dumb of you to not check for anything, but this is a trap. So then you look up and you see the ceiling is now collapsing down onto you guys. And I was like, oh, isn't that fun? So then everyone's like, run out of the room, and there was a saving throw. I think the DC was only 10, but there was a saving throw for everyone to make it out of the room in time, and everyone made it. I think one person had to use a heroic inspiration, but everyone made it. And it was like, all right, nice. That's good. We all made it. And then my DM revealed that if anyone had failed to save, it was a guaranteed death. They would have died immediately. And I was like, ah, crap. Well, that's not fun. I'm sorry I got us in that situation, I suppose. Oh, he just... Oh, yeah, that's my base. Sweet. I'm dying now. Why is he just looking at me? Buddy? Oh, that's way too low. All right. Well, is he trying to type something? What's he doing? This is his base. He's not gonna shoot me off, is he? Where'd he go? He's hiding somewhere. I know that. All right. Anyway, I'll grab a bunch of these. What can you do? Ah! All right. Sheesh. Yes! Woo! Okay, that was intense. If it weren't for those fireballs, I would have freaking died. But I'm just that good. GG. GG, bro. GG. All right, well, that was pretty great. Back to what I was doing. So, anyway, the whole room collapses, and we make it out, and that's the end of the session. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, that was exciting. They're probably going to think I'm evil again for trying to do that. And then the next session comes around, and I've just leveled up and became level 1 in Warlock. And that was kind of interesting, because the beginning of the next session happens, and the DM is like, all right, so Zintar, you get this weird voice in your head, and this being is speaking to you, telling you to murder Mira, which is the DMPC at the time. Dungeon Master player character, if that wasn't obvious. But anyway, so my character starts attacking everyone else in a blind rage, and they all have to battle me. And my DM's like, yep, you can have control over your character over this. Just try to kill everyone. And I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of fun. Let's do it. So anyway, I need to... Oh, I was doing so well. Okay. So anyway, I start attacking everybody because I'm possessed by a patron. And they're like, Zintar's evil. Murder him. And then they take me down because that's the whole point. I'm not actually going to kill them all. But they take me down. And they tie me up. And I'm like, all right, well, he's possessed. We're just going to kill him later, I suppose. And then I was like, guys, in real life, I'm your brother. I know I'm not in the game. But still, give me some slack here. I'm not evil. And they're like, I think he's evil. I think we need to kill him. And they just, I was like, okay, well, that's fine. So anyway, from then on, also my brother changed his character from Logreth to Harokov, which was another paladin sorcerer, I believe. Wait, actually, I think Logreth was a full paladin, and then Harokov was a paladin sorcerer. Doesn't matter, right? Really doesn't matter. Let me grab some of that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Okay. Is that all you need? Boom. Well, hey. Oh, that was close. I will be AFK'd in 10 seconds. Nah, you got back in. Haha, take that. Anyway, so what was I saying? Anyway, so I attacked the party and they tie me up and they're like, we will kill him later, right? And I was like, isn't that fun? I'm not trying to kill you guys, I promise. And they're like, we don't believe you, idiot. And I'm like, okay, well, fine. Why is this dude going over here? I'm gonna help him out. Hang on. Oh, Red's already dead? Oh, his bed's already gone? Should pay attention. Whatever. Well, I got all of his stuff, which is kind of fire. I need... What do I need? Alright. So yeah, he was coming over to kill Red. Red had a bed a second ago. Did Blue get their bed? Wasn't even looking. Crap. Should have been paying attention. Is Blue alive? Blue's not alive! Sheesh. About... Oh, just me and Yellow. We both have a bed. Although, I'm probably not going to have a bed for long, I gotta be honest. Because I'm away from my base. Where's Yellow's base? There's Yellow's base. I don't have any gapples. That was probably a mistake. Hi, buddy. Really? Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna bridge over here. B-bridge, please don't fail. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, we're good. This is not my base. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's fine. I'm just gonna buy some gaps and that's it. Gap. Okay. Head back. Although I don't know if I can get to his base. Can I? Can I? That's the real question. Can I? Not a question whether it's possible. It's a question whether or not it's I am capable. Oh, he's bridging over for me. Hi, buddy. Do you think he saw me? Considering that, I think he definitely saw me. There's no way he still sees me, though. Maybe if I stay here long enough, he will forget I was here. Right? Okay, I'm gonna bail. I have an idea. Where is my base? Oh, it's right there. He's going the wrong way. Okay, I need to go over here. I need to get a pearl and a pickaxe. That's all I need to beat this guy. I'm gonna grab a pickaxe and I suppose an axe too, because why not? And then an ender pearl. Boom. Okay. That should be plenty to kill this guy. Is this his first time leaving his island? Really? No wonder he's got nothing. Alright, now I'm gonna get Featherfall 2. Okay. I have a ton of this. Let me get some bed bugs. Okay. Genius. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for this guy. I feel like he hasn't been fighting because he's not a fighter. And I'm about to, like, mop the floor with him. He hasn't even left his base at all. I just dropped a bunch of... Okay. Wait. In here. Where'd he go? He shot a fireball at me, but now he's not here. Oh, there he is. Hi, Bob. Get him. Get him. Get him. I'm not teaming, buddy. I'm not sparing you. I'm sorry, kid. I feel bad now. I feel kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. Because he was just like chilling. And I don't know. He was just chilling there and I ran in, broke his bed, and murdered him. And he was like, he wasn't even trying to fight. He was clicking at me and I was like... I didn't apologize at all, actually. Which is probably worse. But I can't not kill him. That's against the rules of the game. You could get banned for teaming. Yeah. Anyway, so back to the D&D story, right? Back to that. My character remembers this patron that has now possessed him. The thing is, remember, I'm trying to play in character. So, playing in character is tough whenever you have a patron over you trying to dictate your life, right? Right. So, why aren't I grabbing this? Am I lagging? It's fine. So, my patron said, hey, kill this DMPC named Mira. And I was like, oh, I failed at that because the possession didn't work and they took me down. Is my patron going to be mad about that? I don't know. And I'm trying to think of inside the mind of my DM because I know him pretty well. And I'm like, I don't know what he would do in this scenario as a DM. So... I don't know. Did he just die? He did just die. Alright. Well, don't follow in that guy's footsteps. Is he gonna come after me? He might. Let's go ahead and get some protection and a stone sword, some armor, and a freaking fireball and a gapple. Okay, we're good. What? I have protection, you don't. Take that, buddy. Take that, take that. Oh, okay, we're good. Well, I won last time. Wait, no, I had a bed, didn't I? I don't remember if I had a bed, but I did win last time, and I'm obviously the most goated out of anyone. Ever, always. That's math. That's not... Okay, anyway, I threw my fireball. How did I do that? It's fine. Oh my god. Buddy? Okay, we're good. You're trying to kill me again. Wow, you died instantly. Oh my gosh, you died instantly. I felt the embarrassment. Oh my gosh. Fine. Dude, if you just keep running towards someone's base and charging them every single time, it's not gonna pan out in your favor if they keep beating you. Because that's a sign that they're better than you, right? Right. I appreciate your drive, right? But not your skills. Anyway. I should probably make a bridge this way. Hang on. Boom. 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 Okay, well, now if I talk smack about his skills and then fail this bridging, then that's going to be a little embarrassing. So I gotta shut up. Oh, someone teleported over there. That was a loud pearl. If it was all the way over there, that was loud. Come on. Thank you. Can't get up there. It's 2 Emmys. I'm the only one in the game that does not have a bed. So that's a good sign. Sarcasm. I should probably buy a pearl just for safeties. Just to be the safe. Don't shoot me off, buddy. Don't do it. All right, we're good. Boom. Well, he's shooting me now. Oh. Oh, he died. All right. That's what you get for trying to be cool. Freaking dumb. I should probably... well... Ah, crap. He's good. He's good. Okay, well... He killed me with a fireball. Alright, so anyway, back to what I was saying. Right, yeah, I was told to kill Mira, and I was like, I don't want to have to do that. My character... my character is going through an existential crisis. Just like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. He's freaking out because he is part of this party and he doesn't want to hurt the party, but at the same time, he has this freaking eldritch god speaking in his ear like, kill this one. And he's like, oh, because how is he supposed to kill her? For one, he doesn't want to. For two, she's got a whole party around her protecting her, even if he did want to. But he doesn't tell his party about the voice telling him to kill Mira. Because why would he do that? Because then the party's going to turn on him and murder him. So that goes on for a long while. Still hasn't really been resolved. But anyway, so there are just a lot of moments where my character is trying to be good here. There was this one time where there was this weird fiend lady thing in this room. I was scouting ahead and they're like, where'd he go? He's disappearing. He's running off. But I found this weird fiend lady thing and the description I got made her sound really freaking dangerous and don't mess with this thing. So I was just sneaking up and I was gonna walk away and then she suddenly talks to me like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, and I try to talk my way out of it because I'm like, I'm a fiend too. So maybe I can try to relate here and prevent combat because I don't want to have to fight this thing. And my party is like, what is he doing over there? Why is he not attacking that thing? Why is he talking? And I was like, I'm literally, this is meta knowledge obviously, but I'm trying to prevent a combat because I don't want to get us into something that we might not be able to walk out of. So then my party catches up to me, which also they use meta knowledge to, I don't know if I have to explain meta knowledge, but I will anyway. So meta knowledge is whenever you as a player learn something because of an encounter that happened at the table, but your character is out of reach to be able to know about that. So you're using meta knowledge as a player for what you know, even though your character shouldn't know it, and you're acting accordingly. So they made their characters want to catch up to me because I was talking to this thing. And they're like, oh yeah, we would totally want to go talk to you. It's like, no, you were doing something completely different. That would not be on your mind. That is meta knowledge. So they decide to come after me. And as soon as Van walks into the room that I'm in, he like runs by me and shoots this thing in the face. Right? He shoots it twice, and it dodges both times. The AC was like 21 or something. And I'm like, crap, why would you do that? And I tried to tell the creature, hey, I don't want to hurt you. These guys are crazy. And she attacks us and knocks us all out of the room. So I cast darkness and put a magic darkness around all of us and drag us out of the room to run away. And I'm just like, okay, what was that about? And they're like, you're not going to be communicating with any freaking fiend thing. And I'm like, did you want to fight it? What was your idea? And they're like, I don't remember their excuse, which means it was probably not significant. So I was like, I could have gotten information from that thing. And they're like, no, just fight it or run from it. And I'm like, I literally want to gain information. What is wrong with that? It's really just because they don't trust me. That's really what it was all about. What it all came back down to. So that happened, and I was a little upset about it, not gonna lie. But it was fine, I guess. It was... I really should be looking while... Ah, okay, well... I did say I should be looking while bridging, and then I died. So that's kind of my fault. Yeah, so the thing is, every time you fail doing a bridge, you gain experience. So you can't stop doing it because you keep failing, right? Sure, could be suicide every single time, but you can learn a lesson and be better next time is what I was trying to say, and then I freaking died. Red's still in. Red's not even still in. That's green. Green's still in. Oh, hey. Ah, come on! I would like to not die if possible. Oh, come wait, no, don't kill me yet. Don't kill me yet. I haven't even... Okay. Where'd he go? Now you're over there? Really? Oh, it's probably because you were at like 1 heart or something. All right. And now he's running. Come back, you freaking coward. Buddy. I don't want to fight you. I'm going to lose. Then again, if I don't fight you, you're going to run over and kill me. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Yeah. Well, I could just say I'm stuck between 2 rocks, but that's not as cool sounding. Well, he's killing me. Where did he go? Oh my gosh. Is he lagging? Oh. Oh, come on! I killed him and then freaking other dude got me. I'm trying to talk about my D&D experience here, guys. Come on. 1 emerald. We're good. You said one day you'll leave this world behind. So live a life you will remember. Oh, wait. Is that my base? That's not my base. Wait, what color am I? That's not going in. I'm putting that in. I'm not putting that in. Great. Wonderful. I'm not. Not happening. Not happening. Not keeping it in. Not doing it. Oh! Prep. Oh, come on. I ate a gapple just for that? Whatever. Well, white team is dead. That's fun. Okay, dude, okay. I know, okay, well, that wasn't my favorite thing that's ever happened. How did you not die? Wow, okay. That was so much aura, and then he just walked off. He just took a back step, and boop, died. Yeah, I almost said died to his death. That's not how that works. Ugh, I almost fell off, too. Would have been kind of funny, but not great. Not good for my health, actually. Oh. Diamond sword, diamond sword, diamond sword, diamond sword. Okay. Oh, come on! I know this map. I probably have done this map, but I don't remember. Oh, he's already on his way. Great. Buddy. Oh, come on! How did he do that? I was running! Oh, come on! What the heck is that? I was talking about my D&D experience. I keep getting lost. Where was I? All right, there's no way they actually get through this, right? There's no way. All right. Oh, that was surprisingly easy. I was trying to tell a story about my freaking D&D thing. The heck? Yes, bring it back. Oh, pink team's dead. Oh! Ran out of blocks. Didn't realize. I almost died. Okay, we're live. More bridging. Great. Fine. This is the last bridging I have to do. There's a lot of bridging needed here, but I can survive because I'm a genius. The biggest brain that's ever brained. I have 4 diamonds. What was I gonna get? I'm an iron. I mean, oh my gosh. I meant emeralds. That's what I meant. Diamondes. 4. Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. How do fireballs work? Boom. Whoa. All right, so it does launch you. I've never once done a fireball launch, so I just had to test it. I could get a diamond sword, but I kind of want to save for armor because that's permanent. Right. Sorry, bud. I could probably take this guy. I got a pickaxe. Oh, it's gone. Oh, he's dead. Great. Okay. You know what? Having a bed's kind of overrated. Not gonna lie. Boom. 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 Okay. Boom. What? We're good. Emeralds. Let's grab as many as we can and then go back to the base. I love it when these two guys are at war and I'm just kind of collecting loot, ready for the final battle. Because that's all this is. You got to prepare for the final battle. Right? Ow. Wow, that was sad. I kind of hope somebody gets my bed, because that way I don't have to worry about wasting resources. He alive? White is alive. Okay. Oh, I got him? I didn't think I knocked him off. Huh. Okay, well, I need to get some pearls. So, I'm gonna... Oh, is he gonna attack me now? He might. He might raid my base. He mayhaps raid my base. Where is my base? What do I need? I need ender pearl. Ender pearl. Invis. Guess that's it. Okay. Oh, he's got water now. Crap. Well, don't appreciate that. Maybe I should get a sponge. Maybe I should grab a sponge. Sponge. That's not a sponge. That's a sponge. 4 sponges? Sweet. So here's the deal. I'm gonna wait till one of them raids the other base, and then I'm gonna raid that guy's base. Right? Because that is genius. Okay, so that's what that does. Alright, so water protects from fireballs. That makes sense. This is the most boring thing I've ever done. In BedWars. No way they see me, right? There's no way they... He's putting more water? Sheesh, bub. See, the thing is, if I raid him now... Wait, no. If I raid this guy now, that means afterward I'm going to have to raid him. So, if I just let him raid him, then I'm good. What's he doing? Got him. We're good. How much water are you putting, bub? He's just gonna break my bed now. Crap. Can't do nothing. That's a crazy defense. Got some more sponges. Okay. I have 1 pearl. Can I achieve this? Do they have a bridge? They don't have a bridge. There is a bridge. Wait, hang on. Let's risk it. Okay. I'm a better shot than you. Is that him? No. Okay. Ah, crap. Okay, well, there's no way out. Die before he breaks my bed. I got his bed, though. That's good. That's huge. That's huge. Well, now my bed's gone. Whoa! Oh! Okay, we're good. Woo! Okay. I still have a chance. I have a chance. I can't believe I did that. That was clean. Hang on. Ah, 4 emeralds. Crap. Okay, get with this. That. I need a bunch of apples. Hang on. Okay. Fireballs. I can't believe I got that. That was awesome. Now it's just a fight. That's all it is. Just a fight now. It's all over. Haha, take that. Okay. I can definitely take him. Where is he, though? Okay, he's going back to his base. Or someone's base. Looks like he was going to White's base, but I don't think that's what that was. Ah, should we gotten a pearl? What am I thinking? Oh, I didn't have any emeralds. Never mind. Makes sense. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Come on, this is it. Oh. Whoa. What? What the frick happened? Why is a bed destroyed? That doesn't make any sense. No! Dang. He just said bye. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Okay. Well, that was pretty sick. Great game. Oh, there's another blob skin. And there's another blob skin. And there's another blob skin. And there's another blob skin. Oh my gosh. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? The blob skins, they're taking over. Die. What? How did he get us? We're all here. How did he get us? Okay, well, tragic, I guess. It's okay, men. We still have this. We can still win. With great power comes great responsibility. And we have 0 power, so no responsibility. Is that... I don't know if that's the best way to give inspiration, but whatever. Wait. How did TNT not do anything? How did TNT not do anything? What? Wow. So glass is indestructible. Are you serious? Unless you hit it with your fist. I did not know that. I was telling a story, and I didn't get interrupted at all, so don't worry about it. Where was I? We're still in this campaign, so I haven't quite... at some point, I'm going to catch up to present, and I can't tell the entirety of the story. I'll probably finish that up at some point in the future. After the events of all that stuff that just happened, that you just heard, that I don't have to repeat because I'm not in that timeline anymore. Yeah, so I was traveling through this one dungeon, and I stumbled upon this room, and they were like, oh, this room has a bunch of stuff in it. What's this? And I was like, I'll go ahead and scout it out. And of course, Harokov and Van are like, should we let this guy go? And I'm like, screw it, I'm going anyway. And they're like, but whatever. So I leave, right? Anyway, so I scout ahead, and I find this one room, and the DM describes to me that this chair, all the chairs around this table, and the table itself are covered in this brown, hairy stuff. And I'm like, what the heck is that? My DM looks at me and is like, you ever heard of brown mold? And I had not heard of brown mold. Apparently, brown mold is one of the very deadly types of mold in D&D that can very easily instant kill you, despite your AC, obviously, because it's not like a to hit. It's just an effect that happens. He had me roll some kind of saving throw. I don't even remember what it was. Oh. Yeah, that's a better idea. Yeah, that I'll just go then. I'll just go. So anyway, I find this room full of brown mold and get blasted out of it as I try to run for my life, which kind of sucked. But hey, it's whatever. This happens sometimes. So that was one of the times where... Oh, well... I kind of want to take them. Hi, bud. How'd you reach me from there? Hi, bud. Well, I killed your friend. Give me a diamond? I'll take the kill. He gave me a diamond. I'm okay with that, honestly. I'll take it. So anyway, so I get blasted out of the room by this brown mold, and that's one of the times where I actually think this might have been my fault. Gotta be honest. But hey, that wasn't even something that that should have been concerning about me being a traitor or anything. I don't know why I put this part in the story. That's probably not important, so don't put that in. But anyway, so I'm going to fast forward to the interesting part, which is the dungeon we are currently in. And I think we've just finished the main part of it when we just leveled up. But we enter the Illithid Manor thing, the underground facility that belongs to these mind flayers and everything. What are you doing? So anyway, so we get in there. We go through this well at the bottom of one of the town. I don't know why. I just realized I don't know why the well leads to the Illithid base. That doesn't make sense to me. Bye-bye. Okay. That doesn't make sense to me, but that's a thing, right? So we travel down the hallway for a very, very long time. And I'm getting bored, me as a character and me as a person. So at some point, we stumble upon this big opening, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go scout ahead because I actually want to do something, and this would be a lot more fun than just hanging around in this one pathway. So we could continue down the pathway forward, or we could split off and go a different direction. So I decided I'm gonna split off and go in a different direction away from our goal because that's what I want to do because it's fun, right? That's who I am. And they're like, you shouldn't have to do that. Why are you doing that? I don't want you to have any fun at all, so you have to stay here with us. And I was like, no! So I literally just run. And I stumble upon a couple monsters that I managed to get by with Misty Step, teleportation spell. And then That takes one of my spell slots, which kind of sucks because spell slots are annoying, apparently. I can totally get their bed. Hang on. Wow, that was bad. Let's try that again. Worth. Got their bed. Anyway, so we stumble upon this huge opening, and there's this giant lightning dragon just kind of chilling there. And I'm like, hey, that's a little scary. So then I go all the way down the tunnel and everything, and I actually loop back around, and I meet the party on the other side of this dragon. So anyway, I find the dragon, and I'm like, hey, this thing's really big. And my party on the other side of the room is like, don't you dare engage with that thing. We don't want to have to get into a fight. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that. Like, why would I do you think I'm that stupid? They think I'm so dumb. As to, like, to the point where I'm going to go out of my way to cause a deadly battle that could kill the entire party. They think I want that at this point. Right? Like, I've done a little bit of shenanigans. I've never once tried to kill the entire party. Right? Never once. Probably. Then the DM specifically points out to me, this I thought was kind of weird, because after I decided not to engage with the huge dragon, the DM points out to me that there is this huge pile of gems, jewelry, and gold underneath the dragon. And the dragon's kind of just sitting on it. And I look at that, and I hesitate, and I'm like, does the DM want me to engage this dragon? Is that what this is? Am I supposed to be engaging the dragon? So then I kind of freeze for a second. My character kind of looks over at the dragon, and looks over back at my party. My party's like, don't do it. Don't do it. And I'm like, I really want to do it. So then I have this whole conversation with Horokov about, oh, well, there's a dragon there. What? Well, there's a dragon there. It's like, oh, yeah, there's a dragon, but there's loot underneath it. And it's like, oh, don't you want to actually have us stay alive and not be killed by a dragon? I'm like, oh, yeah, but there's a giant thing there. Do you think we're not supposed to go for that? And while we're having this argument, one of our other party members kind of walks up to the dragon and then shoots it in the face. And what was really funny is even I was like, wow, that was stupid. I can't believe you were so reckless. And no one batted an eye, and it bothered me. I was like, so whenever I go to scout doing my job, you're going to call me reckless and irritating and point out that I'm putting the entire party at risk. But whenever someone walks up and shoots someone in the face, you're just going to let it slide? That doesn't seem fair. It doesn't seem like you're treating us equivalently. Equally. I don't know why I said equivalently. That's way too long of a word. So anyway, we fight the blue dragon, and turns out the loot pile underneath the blue dragon is complete crap. And it's just a bunch of stuff that we aren't able to carry. And it's like there's gold, but we can't carry that much gold and we're already kind of full. So I don't really get to use any of it. And that was wonderful. I found like a couple crystals that could have been kind of expensive, but was not worth it whatsoever. So I wasn't very happy about that. Anyway, so we continue in the pathway, and we eventually make it to the Illithid base. And first thing, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go scout ahead, because that's what I do. So I go ahead and I scout ahead, and immediately I peek around the corner, and I see two mind flayers sitting there. And he has me roll a intelligence saving throw. And I roll it, and I fail it. So the mind flayers look at me, and they sense my presence because they have weird mind powers or whatever. By now, I have learned that my patron is heavily tied to the mind flayers here. With meta knowledge, I know that the patron actually is the bad guy of this campaign. That's kind of how he wrote it. But I didn't want to use that meta knowledge, so I was like, oh yeah, it has something to do with this, you know. So I'm trying to play according to my character. Yes, let's go! Got him. Got him. Got him. He dead. He dead. He dead for good. He dead for good. So we approach the gate, and I hear these two mind flayers speaking. And I speak their language, so I kind of understand them. And they're talking about how they have these guests that are arriving anytime soon. Right? So I'm like, okay, that's a good idea. So I take a couple steps forward, and I have to do an intelligence saving throw. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not a great thing if I have to be rolling a save right now, as there's mind flayers probably gonna want to kill me. So anyway, are they going for the last guy's base? Is that what they're doing? Am I being left out of the last battle? Is that what's happening? Blasphemy. Oh my gosh, bro. Little overkill, right? Wow. Really? That was far too easy, guys. I threw 6 fireballs and then immediately got them. Bro, fireballs are not OP. They seem OP, but they're easy to deflect. Dude, stop trying. Stop trying. Alright, well, I got through bed, so that's good. Ouch. Oh, well, that was too easy. Come on, guys. Give us a challenge next time. Whoa, hey, watch it, buddy. Alright, well, I'm out. How did that not get you guys' bed? Come on. That was so dumb. Let's try that again. I'll be back. Hang on, guys. I'll be back, I promise. Rip. Rip. I win every time, buddy. Bye. Take that, you idiot. Wow. Got him. I think I'm a genius. Even though I can't, for the life of me, tell a story without pausing for like 40 minutes. I am so good at this game. Anyway, so we make it to the Illithid base, and the two mind flayers talking. I understand that they're waiting for their guests to arrive. Hi, buddy. What's up? How's it going? They're waiting for their guests to arrive, and I'm wondering, who are these guests? Why are they waiting for them? What's happening? And I have a brilliant idea. And I look at my party in real life, and I'm like, I have an idea. And they're like, no, you don't. And I'm like, yes, I do. And they're like, don't do it. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. So, out of mostly spite, I have to be honest, I go along with this idea. And I confidently walk into the area. And I just say, well, I just kind of walk in and see how they react. Yeah. But, buddy? Why are you just running? Fight me. Come on, buddy. Fight. Oh, well, he is a friend. Don't kill me. You're killing me. Hi. Ouch. Buddy. What was that about? Trying to have a fair duel here. Ah, I really thought I could hit him off there. I'm way too confident nowadays. I've been watching too much Technoblade, and I'm like, yeah, I'll just do that. That's what's happening. So anyway, so I talk with them, and they're like, who are you? And I basically just say, I've been called here by the master. Keep it vague, because I don't know the master's name or anything, so I'm like, I've been summoned here by the master. And he has me roll a deception check, and I nail it, because I'm a freaking rogue. I'm a warlock rogue, so I have high charisma. And he's like, okay, well, I guess you convinced them. So I'm trying to gather information here, right? I'm trying to do that. And then as we're talking, I learned that there are 3 Illithid bosses here, basically. And I learned where they are, and I'm learning these things. And they're like, yeah, now please partake in the ritual. And they point me to this fountain that is leaking a bunch of green goop. And they're like, partake. And I look at it and I'm like, I kind of wonder, is this going to turn me into like a squid or something? Is this going to squidify me? Because I look at them and they're mind flayers. They got squid tentacles popping out of their face. And I'm like, I don't know if I can avoid this, because my cover will be blown if I refuse, but I don't want to have to do that. So, oh, they have iron golems have timers on them? I didn't know that. Anyway, so I decide to partake, and my entire party consecutively facepalm all at the same time. It's really funny. So my character drinks the ichor as was described to me, and then the DM says it tastes terrible, and you feel like you're gonna vomit, but you get psychic immunity, not immunity, you get psychic resistance after drinking this. And I'm like, ooh, great idea, awesome, I like that. I do need to go break another bed, I feel like. Oh wow, blue is defending. Not for long, they're not. I'm about to blow them to smithereens. Let's just go give this a shot real quick. Hang on. Boom. Boom. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over to blue and see what happens. Maybe I can single-handedly take on their entire base. That's what happened last time with yellow. Let's see. Always worth a shot. I can't believe they're doing that. That's impressive. What if I just block up here? And then I kind of go over here. Oh my gosh, that was okay. I didn't know that was going to be void, I have to be honest. I really thought I was going to the heart of that thing. Back to the story I'm trying to tell here. So, after a little bit of talking, he has me re-roll the intelligence save for them to kind of read my mind. And I was like, oh, that's not great. So I roll it, and I roll a 2. My modifier is +0. And he's like, oh, that sucks. And I'm like, I'm going to use my heroic inspiration. I get to reroll any one die. And then I roll a 3. And he's like, huh. I really don't think you're cut out for this. So anyway, I fail that roll. And he has me... what? So I fail the... That's fine. I fail the roll. And then... the mind flayers catch on that, wait a minute, this guy is, he's not one of us. They realize, because of their telepathic powers, that I'm not one of them, and I've been kind of lying. So they immediately attack me, and I run off and gather my party, and we all collectively attack and engage in combat. Hang on. Got him. Worth. I am so good at getting bases. Oh my gosh. So anyway, we engage combat and we murder them. All is well. Love that. So we continue on, and later I decide to go ahead. I realized after drinking the Ichor, I got psychic resistance, which is going to be really nice if we're in a place full with mind flayers. So I decide, you know what? I'm just going to take a bunch of this stuff. So I slurp down some more. And my entire party is like, what are you doing? And I'm like, it's fine. I'm sure it's healthy. It's fine. So we're exploring this area. And we come across another room where there are these two individuals. One of them is mostly a mind flayer. And one of them looks pretty humanoid. And they're talking about this... the transformation process from human to mind flayer, and it sounds really creepy and everything. And my character, I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to try to blend in again, because that worked really, really well that last time, until it didn't. But these guys didn't seem like they could read my thoughts. So I start talking to them super confidently, and I'm like, and I walk in there knowing they're going to ask who I am. So instead, I walk in there and I say, who are you two? Super confidently. Trying to get them to think that I'm above them in this. Because it seemed like that these guys weren't like super high in the ranks, and I thought maybe I could intimidate them a little bit, and it worked. So I was talking with them, and I was learning that people were being turned into mind flayers at this facility, and all this other stuff I was trying to figure out. And then my party runs to, quote-unquote, to the rescue, and they decide to run in and shoot the guy I was talking to in the face. Twice. So, safe to say, that wasn't the smartest idea, right? I wasn't super fond of that. I was trying to get information, and they seemed to just want to not have that information. I don't get it. It didn't make sense. See if I can get... Oh, he's at the only other one. Crap. Well, that's annoying. He's going back to his base. He's not going back to his base. He's going back to his base. He's not going back to his base. Is he going back to his base? He's going somewhere. Back to his base. I thought so. Until I didn't. That's all they got. That's not bad. I got all 3 beds this game, my guys. I'm so good at this. Lock in, teammates. Oh my gosh. That was a terrible voice crack, but ignore it. I've gotten all 3 beds. Yes. Yeah, sorry, I'm just happy about that. Right, the story. That's what this is about, the story. So... Anyway, I'm trying to get information, and Van comes in and shoots these guys in the face. And I'm like, dude, what was that about? I'm trying to get information here, and they really just don't want me to. They'd rather me just sit in the back and, like, sneak whenever they need me to. But I want to sneak all the time, so I sneak around gathering information, and they, for some reason, hate my guts for it, and I cannot discern why. We're almost caught up to the present, so warning, ending soon. They wouldn't dare shoot me off, right? Ah, crap. Well, I did some damage, but I didn't get any kills. That's alright. Alright. I'm gonna go try to single-handedly kill Blue again. Hope it works. Let's go! All right. I'm so good at this game. Look at those stats. 1 regular kill, 10 final kills. I got 10 final kills. Dude, I got 10 final kills. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. So anyway, after that, we enter this room with like a bunch of Nothics. I don't even know what a Nothic is. It's something that's related to a Mind Flayer. It's kind of weird. But I enter this room, and there are a bunch of pools around. And I look into one of the pools, and there's this Nothic that comes up and looks at me. And I'm like, oh, I was trying to sneak. And he was like, oh, it sees you. And I was like, but I rolled a 26. And he was like, it sees you. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I run out of the room and I cast darkness just to try to get rid of my trail. And they just kind of walk away. Like the Nothics come out of the room, but then they go down the opposite hallway from where I went. And I was like, oh, that's a little confusing, but whatever. So anyway, we find this like interdimensional portal. And there are like these weird creatures we find. It doesn't really matter. But basically, we run in and we try to kill this Elder Brain. Last thing I'll mention that's relevant to my to Van and Harokov hating me. The last thing on that note is there's this one time where I'm scouting ahead again per usual, and they're probably about ready to bite my head off because they hate me already. But then I open this one door and there is a Mind Flayer just kind of sitting there, and before I get the chance to take an action at all, he just says, come in. And I'm like, oh, should I come in there? I don't know if that's a good idea. So he invites me inside and says, have a seat. And immediately I'm getting a weird vibe. My DM doesn't say anything, but I get a weird vibe. And I'm like, I don't think a Mind Flayer who had intentions to hurt, to like kill me would invite me inside so politely. So I decide to take the invitation. And my party is like, what are you doing? Shoot him in the face or whatever. And I'm like, no, for 1 second, I literally say this at the table. I'm like, for 1 second, let me just try to gather some information without trying to ruin everything, please. And I'm like, I'm not super annoyed, but I'm kind of annoyed because I want to be able to do cool stuff. I want to be able to get out there and enjoy the game rather than just walk over, shoot thing in face. Yay, we done. Or we die, either way. Because, like, if you shoot everything in the face whenever you come across it... Let me reword that. If everything you come across, you just shoot in the face, you're gonna run into some issues, right? Because D&D is a role-playing game. There's combat, yes, there is. But it's a role-playing game. And if you take out all the roleplay aspects, not only are you going to get yourself killed whenever you try to take on a black dragon, but also you ruin the fun, right? And that's what it's all about. Is I'm trying to have fun whenever I'm doing something stupid, like poking the statue of the eldritch god that I know is going to try to kill me, or something like that. I do it because it's fun, and I want to have a good time for the most part, right? So whenever they're just wanting to shoot everything that comes their way, it's kind of boring, not gonna lie. Yeah, I guess that's about it. So I'm just gonna finish this battle and then be done, so. Anyway, that's my D&D experience for the most part, so I don't know if anyone actually cares about my D&D experience. Probably not, unless you're a D&D nerd. In which case, why are you at a Minecraft channel? I have to question that, I gotta be honest. But I respect it. You're finding new hobbies. You're diversifying your approach to content, and I think that that's kind of cool. Good talk. Okay, well now I just need to kill this dude. I don't know. I said in my initial video that it's not necessarily only a Minecraft channel. It's not really. It can be anything, but it's like it's gonna be weird because I'm gonna get mixed audiences because half my stuff is D&D and half of it's your bed's already gone. Never mind. Bye. Oh, he hit me off. Really? Whatever. Whatever. We are the only team with a bed left. That's crazy. I just have so much aura. That's what it is. Now I just want to go try to take him. Come on, buddy. I'm with you. I'm with you. We got this. We got this, you and I. We got this, you and I. We got this, you and I. We got this, out. We got out. We got this, you and I. Out. We got this, you and I. Oh. Yeah, we got this, you. Good job, man. Oh, we won. Do I have a win streak? I have a win streak of 1, guys. I actually have two. I have a win streak of 2, guys. /BedWars. Okay. Wow. Look at the win streak. Oh, it's 3? It's 3! Look at that. That is so cool. That is so cool. I can't wait to lose it. That's almost 1,887 or whatever it was. That's pretty close. That's pretty close, I'd say.